Howdy folks, Matty with Gulf Coast Fit. We're on the Pacific coast of Guatemala, on an undisclosed beach because this place does not exist. And I'm coming at you today with a beach band workout. And this is a little bit of an anomaly, but we're gonna do a strength-based workout here on the beach using only your set of bands. Now, truly working on strength outside of a gym using only bands for your resistance. Now, what I like about this is it prevents an unusual and creative challenge for us, because in order to truly work on strength, that means increasing your force production. You need a lot of resistance. You need to be pushing against heavy or pulling against heavy resistance for a fairly low amount of volume. So typically strength-based training can range between 1 and 5 typically. Once you get over 5 reps, you're drifting more into a hypertrophy, combination of hypertrophy and strength range. And so what we're gonna do is a push-pull, push with the upper body, a push-up variation, a rowing variation, and a deadlift variation using our bands. So we've got a push-pull upper body and then a full body deadlift with a lower body hip hinge pull exercise. And we're doing 5s today. 5s is right there in a sweet spot where you can, if you're truly moving a heavy resistance for 5 hard reps, you can work on strength and increasing force production. And bands are good for that because the accommodating resistance provides more tension, more resistance throughout the range of motion. The key here is to be honest and to utilize a band or a combination of bands that suits you well for just 5 repetitions of these exercises. So I'm going to go in the order of rowing, upper body row, then upper body pushing with our push-ups, and then deadlifts as our third exercise. And I'm going to rotate through those 3 exercises for 5 rounds. So we're doing 5 sets of 5 on each exercise. Sound familiar? 5 by 5 is a very tried and true common rep scheme if you hit the parameters and dial it in correctly with your exercise selection and your intensity. So it's important to have a variety of bands with you. I've got 3 here, small, medium, extra large, and I'm going to make sure that the combination I'm using suits me well. All right, round 1 is going to be the only ramp up or feeler round that we've got here. Rounds 2 through 5 will all be as max effort as possible. So I'm going to sit tall, bands around my feet. I've got each end as a handle, and we're going to row, squeeze those muscles, get a nice pause in, because this is our only easy round. It's easy, although we're making it hard by contracting, controlling, articulating, focusing, clenching, and squeezing. All right, just greasing the groove here for our harder sets to come. Going into our pressing exercise, go ahead and loop this band around your back. I got a nice slope here on the beach on this dune, and I'm gonna go downward to add some more intensity and make this kind of an incline press. Nice pause at the bottom while we can. Full range of motion, chest to the deck, nose in the sand. All right. We're gonna go right into our deadlift variation. Which is really, it's just a pretty standard deadlift. Treat it as you would a barbell deadlift. Everything is exactly the same. Thrust and squeeze the glutes. It's all about the hip hinge. Lock it out, squeeze, shoulders back, abs tight. All right. easy round in the bag. We were just sharpening the axe. Now let's really get into it. Grab the big boy here. Oh my gosh, look at that sunrise. The sounds of morning. Oh man, can't get any better. All right, here we go. That's what we're looking for. Contract, control. You gotta focus on force production. Oh, that might have been 6. I lost my train of thought. That beautiful sunrise. Alright, these push-ups with this band, 5 will be a great challenge, an appropriate challenge for this. I might not pause at the bottom so long. Remember, when you're doing 5s, it's low volume for a reason, because it's high intensity, high resistance. If your 5th, 4th, and even 3rd rep aren't challenging to complete with a full range of motion, a borderline hitting failure or shorting your range of motion a little bit on that 5th rep, then you might not be where you need to be with this. You might not be doing yourself justice. All right, hop on the band for our deadlift here. See me treating that just like a barbell deadlift, breathing and bracing. Now that round was more difficult, but I gotta be honest with myself. I can go harder. It was difficult because I was making it difficult deliberately. I want the tension in and of itself to be the reason this is so hard. All right, so I'm adding a second band in. Extra large band and medium band with these rows. Oh yeah. Oh, those elbows back. Remember, it's only 5 reps for a reason. The first rep on a 5 rep set should be like, oh my god, I gotta do a set with this weight, and the first rep was that hard. You only got 5 reps. Gotta be honest with it. Alright, and honestly with this, I'm gonna add in the smaller band. Still being honest with it, I want more tension than last time on these push-ups. However, I might not be able to do 5 with the medium and the large band. So I got the large and the small band. Alright, felt pretty good. We're going all 3. Alright. Deadlift, round 3, here we go. You can always spread your feet out a little bit to make this more challenging. Because you have more tension. Alright, top of the 4th round. Short, sweet workout. It goes by fast. We're throwing all 3 bands in for these rows. 4th and 5th round, you better be at your peak honesty with what you can handle. Oh. Oh. Oh, I like that because I wasn't able to get my elbows back quite as far, and I was producing as much pulling force as possible. It's gotta be the case on a set of 5. You gotta be right there at your maximum capacity. All right, we're gonna whip out the medium band in conjunction with the large band. See if this isn't a mistake. I think we'll be all right. We got faith. Let's go. Now back to deadlifts already. All right, I've only got 3 bands, and I did all 3 last time, so I know I can. I'm gonna spread my feet out a little bit more to make it harder. All right, get set. Now, 5th and final round, this is cherry on top. This is our money round, this is what we've been waiting for. Going all 3 bands. To produce as much force as possible, I'm gonna bang these out aggressive, try to accelerate through the movement on all 3 sets. On all 5 reps of all 3 sets. Here we go. Explosive strength. You can consider that speed strength or strength speed. All right. Might be the hardest set of push-ups I've ever done here. Yeah, I was feeling it, so I added that extra pause in at the end because I knew I had it in me. I wasn't setting my chest on the ground. It might look like I was, but I was about an inch from the ground. I wasn't resting on the ground. Very important. Here we go, final set of deadlifts. Last set, best set, always. Now, the deadlifts are the biggest, strongest exercise of those 3. So with the same amount of tension, these 3 bands, the deadlift certainly felt like the easiest exercise. So when that's the case, it's unavoidable. You know, I've only got what I've got here to work with. So it's up to you, your focus and concentration, your precision movement patterns, the recruitment and activation of your muscle fibers, squeezing, contracting your muscles as hard as you can, controlling the eccentric. All of these things can help contribute to making a set that you maybe could have done more reps with, making it more effective with what you've got. So that's a nice little strength-based, accommodating resistance beach band workout. Hit some 5s, 5x5 on a pull, a push, and a full body, lower body posterior chain hip hinge exercise. Hope you have a great day. Give that a go. Remember, training is every day, everywhere. Just like brushing your teeth. Just because you don't want to do it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. So get creative, and that helps you have fun, which helps you stick with it. So that's the key, is don't get stuck in a rut. Don't be stuck in a box. Think outside of the box, get creative, and come up with things that, training modalities and routines that suit you and your unique needs. I can always help you with ideas and suggestions, so let me know.